Hey there, retro gaming fans, and welcome back to another episode of What's New on Batocera. I'm Modhack, and today I've got something really exciting to show you. We're taking a closer look at the new lattepanda MUN100 board, a compact powerhouse that's just a bit larger than a Raspberry Pi 5. In this video, I'll walk you through the board's design, explaining its key components, and then we'll put it to the test by launching some games on Batocera to see its performance in action. So get ready to let the raw power of this little panda fuel your retro gaming adventures on Batocera. Okay, now let's take a closer look. As you can see, the compute module, housing the N100 processor, onboard memory, and 64 gigabytes of eMMC storage, is incredibly small. To give you an idea of its size, here it is right next to my controller. We're pairing this module with a light carrier board, essentially a motherboard that adds extra connectors and makes the whole setup more complete. This gives us additional slots, several USB ports, an HDMI port, an Ethernet port, and a USB Type-C port for power. The board also features a PCI Express X4 slot, which I'll dive into later to show you all the potential benefits, unless you've already caught on. I'm running this board with an active fan cooling system because I plan to really push this machine, even though it barely heats up. Let's see what this tiny powerhouse can do on Batocera. For your information, the lattepanda MU is fully supported by Batocera as an x86 board, and if you follow my channel, you know how much I love the N100 processor. To me, it offers the best performance-to-price ratio for retro gaming today. With its 4 single cores clocked at 3.4 GHz and an integrated iGPU, it easily delivers impressive performance for most emulators. Emulators tend to favor strong single-core performance over multi-core processing, and the N100's 4 single cores are perfectly suited for this task. Unless you're aiming to emulate something as demanding as the PS3 or play in 4K, which is a bit of a paradox in the realm of retro gaming, this processor truly stands out as one of the best options available right now. Alright, now let's see what this machine has under the hood. I'm starting with what I find the most impressive in terms of performance. The result of exceptional work by the Lindbergh loader developers and the Batocera team. They've pushed Sega Lindbergh emulation to a whole new level, and the performance you're about to see is a true testament to their innovation. Let's dive in and check it out.
Get ready. Federer to serve. Love.
Alright, now I'm going to show you some performance footage on several systems. This will give you a clear idea of what to expect in terms of performance from this board across various emulators and platforms. Man, now let's dive a little deeper into this board. In addition to the 64 gigabytes of eMMC available on the N100 compute module, you also have an M.2 M slot where you can connect an SSD, similar to what you'd find on the Steam Deck. I tested it with a 512 gigabyte drive, which allowed me to move the share to the internal memory and store the ROMs on the M.2 drive. There's also a second M2 slot, but it's a Type E slot, perfect for adding a Bluetooth and Wi-Fi module. Plus, you'll find I2C and UART connectors for additional modules, as well as options to hook up a touchscreen or LCD directly to the compute module, alongside the HDMI output, ideal for taking full advantage of Batocera's multi-screen feature. Now let's talk about what I find most interesting here. A PCI Express X4 slot that allows you to attach an external GPU. Just keep in mind that this is only an N100 processor, so you wouldn't want to install a high-end next-gen GPU since the CPU will hold you back. I went with a low-profile AMD RX 6400 card. It's compact and can be powered directly through the PCI Express slot. With its 53-watt TDP combined with the N100's 35 watts, I made sure to use a 90-watt charger to fully power everything at peak performance. Here's what it looks like once assembled. I believe this setup strikes a great balance between performance and power consumption, all while keeping the CPU from being too much of a bottleneck. Now let's take a look under the hood and see what this machine is capable of with all these components.
Isaac, attention. Les tirs dans la tête ou le corps ne leur font rien. Visez les membres et coupez-les. Ça devrait marcher.
Une massue. Tu peux l'allumer ou cogner très fort avec.
Alright, I won't run through every test here, but if you have any questions about this machine's capabilities, feel free to leave a comment below. I also want to thank lattepanda for providing me with this board to test Batocera. I've included the link in the description. I must say, this is going to be my next go-to gaming machine for all my upcoming experiments, and I'll be sure to keep you updated on that. If you enjoy these videos, please consider subscribing and supporting the channel. It really keeps me motivated to bring you the latest in retro gaming innovation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.